Let's have a little scientific fun. Today's topic: how would the SCP Foundation contain Darth Vader? On the surface, it sounds simple. One man, one machine. But if you understand what Vader truly is, you realize he's neither. He's the perfect hybrid of technology, trauma, and metaphysical energy, meaning the Foundation wouldn't just be containing a person, but the dark side of belief itself. Upon initial contact, Darth Vader would be designated Keter class, due to his lethal efficiency, anomalous combat capabilities, and psychic influence. Physically, he's a cybernetic humanoid supported by a fully integrated life support system. But psychically, he exhibits telekinesis, enhanced reflexes, limited precognition, and the ability to manipulate emotional states through what the Foundation would term a psionic resonance field, what he calls the Force. This field interacts with reality through intent, altering probability and exerting localized gravitational effects. In Foundation terms, he's a living Class 3 reality bender. To contain Vader, the Foundation would deploy Type 5 Scranton reality anchors, the same models used against SCP-343 and SCP-239, to stabilize local reality and suppress his psionic output. His armor would be kept intact, but magnetically restrained to a zero-gravity environment, preventing kinetic manipulation of surrounding materials. He'd be transferred to a deep containment vacuum chamber within Site-19's Keter sublevel, outfitted with continuous electrostatic field monitoring. Containment teams would operate remotely through drones. Direct-to-human interaction would be prohibited unless conducted by Class D personnel with mnestic conditioning, a process designed to block emotional manipulation through the Force. Vader's containment isn't just physical, it's psychological. His power is directly tied to emotional intensity, particularly anger and grief. Foundation psychologists would attempt emotive dampening therapy, a variant of the procedures used on SCP-076. Controlled exposure to calm, non-reactive stimuli would reduce his connection to the dark side. However, should his emotional state destabilize, containment would fail in seconds. In that event, emergency protocols dictate the chamber be flooded with Type 6 nerve agent, followed by full anchor activation and spatial collapse. It wouldn't hurt him, merely suspend him in stasis. So, how would the Foundation contain Darth Vader? By isolating him from three things: his Force connection, his armor, and most importantly, his rage. He's not just a warrior, he's a wound in reality held together by willpower and machinery. And as long as that will endures, he's impossible to truly destroy, only contained. I've studied many anomalies born from science or gods. Vader is what happens when a human shares both characteristics. And I'd rather face 100 SCPs than one man who's already made peace with his own suffering. What's next? Comment down below, and until next time, this has been Dr. Marcus Zane.